essentially, somebody give me a hashtag they like. We can just test something else.
NCTech.
NCTech?
NCTech.
Can you search by username as well?
You can, yep. So you can search by just, this is just the standard search that you're used to on no filters. The only filters here are these checkboxes. You can tell it to include retweets or do not include retweets. The reason why that's important is if you're trying to find the original content, you don't want the retweets because that's going to create a lot of clutter. Especially at a conference where Beth got retweeted 50 times or something like that. You can also say make it recent or not. Honestly, don't know how that works. I just always unclick that. You can also have this toggle that says, do you want the things that are returned to have links or not? That becomes useful when you're looking for just people who did a quote and they didn't put a link, because you can turn that off and it's going to show you.
So
just
Facebook and Twitter feed are kind of nasty. You got to log into them. You got to associate with them in order to search for content.
Yep.
So if you unclicked recents, would we get the NCT4Good ones for the conference? How far back would it go?
No, it's already aged out. I tried both.
Twitter
okay.
usually holds on to that stuff for about 3 weeks.
Oh,
2
cool.
to 3 weeks.
So as you scan across these filters, you can search just for images. That makes it
Wait,
easy.
how did you get there?
It's right. You see my cursor? Search. It's just regular standard search,
Okay.
and then you can just right beside it is images.
Okay,
And
I
it's
see.
only going to show you images. Timelines is a way. Let's see the timelines below. You said NCTech?
Yeah, nonprofit. It stands for nonprofit tech.
There you go. Now this is something I want to call out. While you're searching, to your point about manual versus automated, if you are literally just trying to scrape the web, you could say, add everything that I've found, and it's just going to dump it all over here. It's not very useful, I don't think. If you're trying to create a good story, I'm sort of being the Zen guy. I'm saying if you want to construct your own story, you got to manually say, I care about Jessica and Allison, and drag them over. But you can certainly, as a quick and dirty way to do a live coverage of a keynote, you could just drag everything that was spoken in the last hour and then go back and edit it out later, because you can delete them out.
So is it better, like, for a conference to have a hashtag for each session then, if you're
I've
trying
seen
to
that
really
done.
curate content?
I've seen that done, but I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
It depends on how big your conference is. We've struggled with that in IBM because at our conference we have 450 sessions over the course of 3 days. So I've suggested that they use hashtags for every session, and they were like, nope, not touching that.
Nobody wants to manage that.
But yet, you go to Southwest, so Southwest Southwest is 3 days. They have many more sessions than that, and they use hashtags. But they leave it up to their speakers. That's something where if you're organizing an event, I think it's smart. IBM was like, well, we'll just iterate on numbers. And I'm like, nope, that's not going to work. Hashtags can't be numbers. So, anyhow, but if you leave it up to your speaker, they'll pick a hashtag they care about. I think it resonates more. So let's go, and the next option is user. So you can just type in a user's name. So if you know that Beth Cantor said some great things in the last whenever, I'll use her name. You know her handle?
At Cantor.
Just B Cantor?
No, Cantor.
Oh, Cantor. So this is literally just Beth's timeline right now.
She's embracing that red hat stuff.
She should.
So what I'm getting at here is, it gives you ways to find the content in different ways. You can also use Twitter lists. I don't know if any of you use Twitter lists.
Yep.
But you can literally type in, IBM, and let's see. see if this works. It's thinking.
So Instagram as well as a source, you have to have an account there too.
I don't know.
I just on mine, at least as a free one, I have, in order to search Instagram, I have to link to my account
Huh.
But you could also search Instagram on another
on
web.
another platform.
Yeah, just bring the link.
Yeah, so that's the pro tip that I'll give is because your content is going back to your problem that you have now. So NCTech4Good.
T4G.
All right, so since you've timed out, the option that you would do now is you would go back out to, if you're looking for tweets, you would go back out to Twitter. And I don't know why this is. I think this is Twitter's nefarious plan to get people to pay for their premium. You'll notice if you search Twitter now, you get a lot more results than you do in Storify or that you do in other platforms that use Twitter. So what you'll have to do is go and say, I love what NetSquare said because he shared this SlideShare presentation. And you could, you would have to copy this tweet and paste it. So cut and paste.
So, I'm not sure I follow that. You're going.
I'll show you real quick.
You're going directly into Twitter
Yep.
and then doing a copy and paste. Or-
Yep.
Instead
How
of
did you
using-
bring that up then? Just,
This is just twitter.com.
okay.
He did a search in the top corner
You
up
see
there.
the
Oh, I
the
see.
hashtag up
Yeah,
there.
I see the twitter.com.
So these are the results for your comments.
Do you have to copy and paste, or could you do like a screenshot?
Well, so you copy and paste the tweet address. So what you're doing, I'll show you how to do it
So
real
it'll
quick.
be a link.
Yeah.
So you're copying links. So you go to the individual tweet. You go up to the top of the window here, copy the address, and then within Storify, the last option on the very right-hand side is embed URL. So that's your de facto, I want to paste anything. So when you go here, it's nice because it's going to be the same end result as if you found it in the Twitter search here. Because what you do is you cut and paste that tweet in here. You hit enter, and boom, there's your tweet that you could not find in search in here.
Mhm.
So it's just as simple, and then you drag and drop over here, and boom, there's your item. Now I will also tell you, I've learned a lot of the quirks here. So you may look at this and you may be frustrated that it didn't look like it did on Twitter. Did anybody catch that?
Yes.
There's no slide share. It's got the link,
Mhm.
but here's the secret. They're smart. It looks like this in edit mode. When you publish, it'll look just
It'll
like
look
Twitter.
okay.
So the embed will be there. So rest assured, anything that's in a tweet that would normally show up on Twitter, like a YouTube video,
Mhm.
it'll just show the link while you're in edit mode. But then when you hit publish up there and you make it live, it'll look just like the internet.
Can you make it look live without making it public? Is there a preview?
There's a draft mode here. We're in draft mode. Let me see. I'm not sure.
I think I saw a preview someplace, but now I can't find it.
Well, there's a publish, but if you don't publish,
I think because of the resolution of my screen on the projector, I can't see all the way to the right of that.
It's overlapping.
I think this is squishing because of the projector. But there's buttons up here. And I think there might be a preview button up there.
Okay.
If you could look at it, double check maybe.
This is starting to remind me of paper.li.
It is. A lot of people have made